This is episode 42 of my knitting podcast, and if you're a returning viewer, hello back, and if you're new, I hope you like the content. I am Marleen and I'm coming to you from the Netherlands. I live here with my husband and 2 children in a small village nearby the beach. Well, it's not so small anymore nowadays. It used to be small. Oh yeah, immediately I can also answer a question. I had a question how the church of our village looks like, and at the end I will put some footage so you can see it. Today I mainly talk about my knitting, but also today I'm wearing something that I've sewn myself, and it's mainly knitting actually lately. I love to crochet as well. I will do that in the near future. I have something planned as well. So for the crocheters, please hang on, I will crochet again. Today I'm wearing a dress. I forgot the name of the fabric and I cannot tell you. Anyway, I hope I will search it up and we'll put it down under so you can see it. The pattern is from Maison Victor. And it's a beautiful book, by the way. If you're looking for patterns for sewing, I can really recommend it. It's very easy. Well, there are good descriptions about how to sew the dress. I will just stand up a little bit. It has these pleats at the back, and it's a very long dress over the knee. It's a beautiful dress. I'm very happy with it. But of course, today I will talk mainly about all the things that I've knitted. So I will also put them on. So it means that you only see the dress for now. But maybe it is interesting to tell you a little bit more about the dress. I actually didn't make it all by myself. I go to a sewing class, so the teacher helps me a lot. And I don't know the size anymore. It has a zipper at the side here. It's a blind zipper, and I chose not to do the pleats at the front. So there's also actually pleats in the front, but I don't like that part to be accentuated. You say that the view is drawn towards that. I don't like that, so I like it better if it's like straight. But yeah, I think it's a very easy dress to, apart from this was the most difficult, but the rest is kind of doable if you're intermediate, I would say. I know more about knitting, so I'm going to talk about it, and it's laying on the ground there. So first things first, I will talk about my Moby Sweater. I've talked about this so much. I'm editing at the moment a video about the sticking, but I am doubting if I will put it in this video as well. I think I will just keep it at a side so you can watch it there. I made some adjustments of the neckline, so I stick the neckline, and I'm explaining in the video as well how I did it. And I used a sewing machine technique and then cut it and then picked up the stitches for the collar. And I used a 3.0 millimeter needle and knitted 1 by 1 twisted rib. So only the knit stitches were twisted and the purls weren't. And I'm very happy with this. It looks way better with a wider neckline. But I feel like I've talked about this one so many times. And if you want to see me wear it, you can also watch the video about the sticking, because I also placed in a picture where I'm wearing it. And I actually really think it's much more wearable for me now. Because of the mistakes I made, it wasn't that wearable. And now I think it's wearable. And I also really like the yarn because I use double Sunday from Sandnesgarn. Without mohair, and it's really soft and nice. So looking forward wearing this in the winter time. I will not put it on because now it's a little bit warm and I need to wear already 2 other sweaters that I finished, because today I'm going to talk about a lot of finished objects. That's why I postponed recording this video as well. And I knit the Moby Sweater in a size large, I think. But I will correct myself if it's not true. Then I would like to talk about the Arctic Light Sweater. It's a pattern by Kika, and it's this one. And it's finished. And I've made it with Fjaere Genser from Sandnesgarn. And I don't... Oh yeah, the color is 2564. I had to say it many times so I remember it now. And it's knit upon a 5.0 millimeter needle. And I did some adjustments. I knit the color with a larger needle, with a 4.0 needle, because I thought it was too tight, getting too tight. And I adjusted the sleeve length. I made it longer. And you can see it actually quite well now. Until here, I made a lot of quick decreases, according to pattern, 4 stitches every row. Yeah, I say amount of rows. I cannot say, of course, how many. And after that, I started calculating because I wanted to make it longer, and otherwise it would be too much tapered, as you say. And actually, in hindsight, I would actually make it a little bit less narrow. So maybe I would stop already here, that it's a little bit more straighter. But yeah, well, it's fine. And of course I made it longer, the sweater. I haven't blocked it yet, so now you see actually that it's a little bit tapered at the bottom, at the hem, but it will, if I block it, it will be more straight. And I enjoyed making this so much. I made it in a size L, but hindsight, an M would have done also quite well, but I was very scared if I would do that the body would be too narrow, and I liked it to have it more oversized. The only thing that I really don't think it's beautiful is these stitches here. This one here and this one there. It's a little bit more wider compared to the other one. And that's really something that I made a mistake. I wanted to do combinational knitting to avoid that, but it didn't work out, unfortunately. But yeah, all in all, I think it's a beautiful sweater and really nice and cozy to wear. I would just put it on. Just put it on over the dress. So it will be a little bit warm, so I won't wear it that long. Okay. The only thing that I don't like, I think the sleeves are gorgeous. I really do love it. The only thing that I don't like is this. And I knew that it would happen when I saw the picture of the pattern, but I hoped it would be a little bit more like this. But because it's oversized, it doesn't happen with me. And it's really more like this. Yeah. So I thought about sticking it. Maybe I should stick this part. But then I'm afraid that the body won't be that much oversized because I like that the most. And then I thought maybe when I block it, it will change magically overnight. But all in all, I think it's a beautiful sweater. I love the length of the sleeves which I chose. Maybe it could have been even longer. But yeah, I think I have very long arms. I used to climb a lot and they said I have a positive ape factor. So the length of my tip of my finger until the tip of my other finger is longer than my length of my body. So my arms are very long. And good with climbing. You can grab all the how do you say it in English? All the hand grips, it's more easy to climb. I want to do it again, but because of all the things with being a mother and working and all those things, I have to make time for it, yeah. But all in all, I'm very happy with this sweater. I think it's a very cozy sweater and will, lift my heart during the winter time when it's cold and I want to snuggle up in a nice and cozy sweater. So that's everything I have to tell about the Arctic Light. I think everything else I already told. And yeah, maybe it's interesting to know I did 20 1x1 rib. Where I also did, actually it's not 1x1 because I do a half one. I do the knit stitches only twisted and the other ones, the purls, I don't. So these are 20 rows and also the hem underneath is also 20. Yeah. Very nice pattern. Okay, I'm going to take it off because it's very, very warm. So my hair gets fluffier every time I change from the sweater, but this is the Fjaere Genser. It's a pattern by Rauma and it's finished. It's knitted in a Rauma Vivelle and on a 4.5mm needle, and I still don't know the colors by heart. I will put them under. And it's in a size, I knitted it in a size M. And I'm very happy with it. I think the sleeves were very narrow first, so I changed them as well and stopped increasing from this point. So this is more straight, and I really like it that it's a little bit open. I think I will enjoy that in the wintertime so much. I did a longer cuff as well and a tubular bind off 1x1 in the round as well. I think that's really pretty. The collar I did also longer than was recommended. I think I needed one skein at least for the collar. And what else did I change? I made the increases as advised in the pattern, and it's quite, oversized. I did one repeat because actually the pattern stops here, but I did one repeat and I did a split hem. We'll make another video, you can see it a little bit better. But I'm so happy with this beautiful sweater. I forgot a stitch marker. And I also like it so much that the sleeves are so long. Because I have so long arms, it was, as a child, always like this, doing this, and then always the sweaters were too short and I couldn't buy them, even though I love them so much. And now I can make it myself, and I really liked it. The only thing that is happening if I do this, you see that? It's like, I think because of the color work might be a little bit more tighter than I knitted here, but you don't see that actually, but that does happen. And what else? Yeah, I'm very happy with it actually. I did a split hem. I will just show you like this. So it's not a very, very long sweater, but long enough, and long enough to just wear leggings, I think, underneath. And what else can I tell you? It's a very nice pattern to make. I think it's very diverse. There's a lot of variety in it. And I really enjoy all the beautiful patterns of stitches. I think it's very, very nice that they're so defined and so, I don't know, all these different figures than, for example, all the stars or all the Nordic kind of influence things. I love those as well, but I think it's also nice to have something different and more like architectured patterns, I think. And I actually really was scared of the more increases here, because you need to increase every row from, I kind of think, this point or something. But that also worked out really fine. I like the raglan a lot because it makes my shoulder better. I have very square shaped shoulders, and with a raglan it's more beautiful than a round yoke, I think. The pattern recommends actually to do 3 stitches of raglan, and I chose to do 1. I'm looking for the things that I changed. I don't know anymore. Yes, all in all, it's a beautiful pattern, and I'm really happy that I can take it off in a couple of minutes because it's way too warm now. And also the V-veil, I think it's rustic yarn, but it's not that rustic that it itches very quickly, because otherwise I would have died now. If I would have to wear lead loopy at this moment, I would really couldn't handle it. But now it starts to itch now, and it's not that that heavy. I think also this will get much more softer by wearing it a lot. Yeah, so that's the Fjaere Genser. Yay, just one more time. I will take it off and I will store it for next winter. I'm going to put on my dress again. Just 1 minute. So the things I've also finished are 2 leg warmers for myself. I made them very, very long. It's like 140 rows. I did 2x2 rib, and I used Sandnes garn Sunday in black and held double, and I did it on a 3.0mm needle with the magic loop method, and I just kept on knitting, and I think I used in total 2.5 skein, and I'm very happy with them. Looking forward to the winter. But actually, this is a very, very nice project to knit in the summertime because it's so small. You don't have that much fabric on your lap, and you can take it with you everywhere, to the beach or anything. And I think it's very nice to have already for the winter time knitting up these little things, these little items which you really need in the wintertime. I wear a lot of leg warmers during the winter time because I like the warmth that it gives around the ankles, because most times you're a little bit more colder around the ankles in the wintertime, I think. And yeah, that's very nice. The sock blockers I bought at Studio Spin and Tol. It's a Dutch brand. I don't know if they make it still. I think they do. But it's really handmade and very beautifully crafted items. And they're not very cheap, but yeah, I'm very happy with them. They're very solid. And it's actually, this part is a size smaller and this part is a size large, so you can change it. So this is size 42, I think, and this is size 40. Yeah. But can recommend making leg warmers for the winter time during the summer. Then I started walking every morning. Well, not every morning. Tell the truth. Not every morning, but my challenge is to do every morning, and I started knitting while walking. And I knitted this sock, because this one I already finished, but this one I knit during walking. And I'm very happy with the results, even though it was a little bit wobbly during walking. I walk next to the coastline, so over the beach. So I can just walk straight on and knit, and I don't need to really look where I'm walking. Well, of course, I need to pay attention to stones and all those things. These are made for our eldest daughter. She has a size 35 in European sizes. And this is the ones for our youngest. And she has European size 32. And I decided to make this one in a stitch count of 60 and this one in 56. And I think it's actually working out quite well. I cast it on for both 18 stitches with a Turkish cast on and increased until 56 or 60. And for this foot length, I did 78 stitches, and then the shadow wrap short row heel. And then for the leg, it were 80 stitches, or 80 rows, sorry. And for the hem, it was 10 rows, 1 by 1 rib. And for this one, it was the same, also 80 and 1 by 1 rib. So I actually made them the same length, as you can see. But I was talking about it a while ago. I wanted to make some socks for my children, and it happened. So nice. And I actually casted on already new socks for the youngest. So, and for the eldest I will as well. And I will do it again because I think I knitted them like this. So first this one, then this one, then this one, then this one. And I will do the same. So if they want it, they will get it at the same time as the socks. Of course, to buy sock blockers, it's not really necessary, but I like it to make pictures as well. So that's why I have sock blockers. You don't need sock blockers. Then I want to show you the things that I'm making. I'm in the middle of a row. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches. I'm knitting this one with opal yarn that I got from a friend of mine, Lonneke, from Stoop. She's a Dutch lady. And I am doing actually the same recipe. So this one I'm knitting 65 rows until the heel, shadow wrap short row heel. There's a video from Earth Tones Girl where she explains very well. And I use that every time. And now I'm working on the leg already. So yeah, very nice. And this will be for our youngest. Our eldest wants more blue ones, so I will make them as well. I haven't started them yet. I want to finish all the things that I've made, and I'm actually pretty getting close to finishing all those things. So I had one basket of small skeins, very small. I think maybe 4 grams or something like that. And I wanted to make the past, present and future blanket. It's a pattern from a Dutch designer, Mirjam Molenbeek. And I did some different things. I did a yarn over and a slipped stitch here. So that's different than the pattern, but I enjoy it so much. Oh. And yeah, I'm very happy with this. And it's so nice that if you have a lot of skeins left over, you think, yeah, can I make something of it? And of course you can. Look at that. It's already the beginning of a beautiful blanket. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to working on this again, but I need to get some more skeins again, so I have to wait with this one. But those are finished, and that's very nice to know. It's knitted up on a 2.75 millimeter needle. And you can use all different kind of advents or leftovers that you have in fingering weight. Very nice. Then I'm working on my northeasterly blanket as well. And it has grown a lot. And I only need to knit a little bit more of this one. And then it's again in a sort of pause and I can continue further, but it's started to get very big. So this is it for now. I'll show you a little bit more. And yeah, I actually am very enjoying this. This is actually the only work that I'm knitting on at the moment actively. And yeah, very nice. It's a pattern by Skeinanigans. And you knit it upon a 2.5mm needle for fingering weight, but you can also knit it in a DK weight. I've talked about this pattern so much, so I won't do that now anymore. But it's a beautiful pattern and very nice for all your leftovers, because oh my god, I had a lot of leftovers. In this beautiful basket, I have the Sweet Shop blanket from Laura Penrose. And I already made this one before, but I wanted to make it again and use white instead of beige that I used before. In this in this basket, I have so many leftovers still that are already used in the northeasterly blanket, but there are so much, so I thought I can make another blanket or start another one. So that's why I'm casted on another Sweet Shop blanket. And for the white, I'm using Sunday from Sandesgarn. And I still have 2 skeins of these from the same dye lot. And I want to use actually different dye lots because it doesn't matter, because it will be a blanket. So if you have any skeins left, maybe I can take them over. As long as they're off-white. I noticed that I'm talking too fast because I don't have that much time left anymore. It's a DK weight blanket. I use for the colored versions the fingering weight held double, and then the double Sunday is just single. And I knit it on a 4.0mm needle. Yeah, and it will be a beautiful blanket again, I think. I'm really looking forward to this. The children love the other one, so I think they will love this one as well. And I'm still figuring out if I will use it for on our over our bed, but I'm not sure yet, because then I have to make a very, very long one. And I'm not sure if I have enough skeins. Then I need to buy skeins again to finish off the scrappy project. That's always so, I always think that's a little bit weird actually. Yeah, I always think that's really funny if you're just making a scrappy project to, empty your stash a little bit, and then you have to buy stuff to finish the scrappy project. And then you get scraps of those new skeins you bought, yeah, and then the circle of life continues. If I finished my northeasterly blanket, I want to cast on the Hey Sailor t-shirt from Andrea Maury. I bought beautiful skeins, knitting for Olive, the dark sea green and the dusty artichoke, and I'm going to combine them. Yeah, really looking forward to that one as well. And I want to start a cumulus tee as well, and a different shawl, the green shawl, because I made one for myself and my mother enjoyed it so much, but she lost it somewhere in Greece. Nowadays she's retired, and nowadays she's a lot of time. She spends a lot of her time in Greece, and so she lost it there somewhere. And I really miss like the superwash fingering weight shawl nowadays, because when we go to the beach, of course during the day it's warm, but at the end of the day it sometimes cools off, and then it's so nice to have that wrap around shawl. So I'm going to cast on that as well for myself. And I want to keep it a little bit more smaller this time for the summer knits, because I think it can be very overwhelming. September is already around the corner. It feels like it's only 2 months and I don't knit that fast. I don't have that much time to knit, so I want to just keep it small, only do like 2 or 3 projects, and then the winter time will come already, and then we can start on those really beautiful thick sweaters again, which I just finished. Oh, it's so funny. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I was just rambling at the end. I hope you enjoyed that as well. And I wish you a lovely day, evening or night. And yeah, hopefully see you next time. Bye!